Alrighty, here we go. Another game. Losing the die roll, playing some Omnath versus Bruna, the Light of Alabaster. As far as blue-white commanders go, she's scraping the bottom of the barrel, I think. Just 6 mana, compared to something like Grand Arbiter or Daxos. And probably other couple blue-white commanders you could choose. This one's pretty bad, although I guess if your deck is very specialized around creature enchantments, it's not the worst thing. It's sort of a build-around-me commander, rather than just a good support commander. My hand is borderline unplayable, but the more I think about this hand, actually, it has some decent potential in the sense that I can, I can keep the Mox and Wild Growth the Wasteland. So I actually have 2 mana here, and if I draw into one more land, I can use the my Elder and have plenty of mana to activate Garruk and so on. Plus I've got, if I do top deck a land, then I'm off to the races, because I can use the Mox Diamond and throw away the Wasteland. Doesn't probably have a lot of value against a 2-color blue-white deck, so we're going to go with it. He's going first, and he plays an island. Happy to see that. And right off the top is a fetch land, so we're golden. Get a forest, throw away the Wasteland, Wild Growth that, and make turn 1 Omnath. Always a solid play. 3 mana to play. And it's funny, actually, a lot of people miss the exiling of Spirit Guide, and they're baffled as to how I'm able to summon a 3 mana guy for 2 land. I'd say, right here, I'm actually really confused about how you got to 3 mana. He says, okay, I see. It's pretty common, actually. Can't blame him. Battle-wise Hoplite. Well, we know certainly what kind of a deck we're facing. It's not terrifying. Not yet, at least. But given all the nasty blue-white enchantments, auras, actually, that a player can select from in EDH, there's a lot of potential for this guy to grow very quickly. And I don't have any immediate ways to counter this. So, we'll see. Omnath should be able to race. Just going to send it in. Cast Garruk. Untap. We're just putting this guy out as a blocker here. Always a very solid blocker. So we're looking really established, even if I had to spend all my mana. There was some value probably to just throwing down Omnath and just attempting to race. I mean, just with this kind of a draw with Garruk, you can, provided he doesn't boost this thing up to 4 power, I can just continuously, I can kill him in 3 hits with Omnath. But that's all about to change, because he plays Steel of the Godhead, Unblockable, and Lifelink. 5/5 already. That's pretty scary. So there goes poor Garruk. Got a land here. Just going to smash for 8. So even though he has Lifelink, Omnath don't care. Because Omnath kills you in 21 damage no matter how much life you have. 4 land. What's he going to play now? Holy Mantle. Holy shit. Pro Creatures. That's pretty terrible for me. And that boosts this guy up to, what? 8/8 Lifelink Unblockable Pro Creatures. It got really scary really quickly. And the good part is that Omnath is so dangerous that he can't actually attack me. I mean, it really goes to show you why Omnath is just such an insane commander compared to the other mono-green ones like Azusa. The fact that the commander itself is just such a wicked clock. I mean, imagine a Azusa guy trying to beat this, right? How's he going to race it? There's just no way to race it. He can put out some big green dorks and get hit for 8 lifelink every turn. Soul Ring is kind of cool. I'm just going to play that. And since I can't penetrate through this guy, I'm just going to have to draw some cards. Come on, deck. Witness Kodama's Reach. I'm not particularly happy with that, but it does at least allow me to get Wasteland. Try to slow him down. Keep him off his commander and maybe off some bigger, more expensive enchantments. We're in a very, very perilous state here, though, because I need to keep the pressure and threat of Omnath out here. If I don't maintain that, he starts to smash me with this guy, and I die extremely quickly. Who knows how big it's going to be next turn. Alright, 4 mana. Clone. Well, that's weird. I guess he's short on mana. Yeah, it makes sense. He gets a Yavimaya Elder, and that actually allows him to attack, too. Which is unfortunate for me, but I'm going to have to send into it anyway. Alright, well, this thing's pro creatures, which means we can't duplicate it, leaving the only out in the entire deck short of disenchanting the Holy Mantle. I mean, I guess I can Terastodon and remove some of the enchantments from it. As long as I can keep it from being pro creatures, I can block it all day long, which isn't too bad. So we basically just need some enchantment kill, and maybe we'll get lucky and get Karn. Neither of those is Karn or enchantment kill, so we're just going to pump mana. And I'm sending in the team here, figuring he has to block Yavimaya, or he has to block Omnath, so I might as well just hit him for some free damage since I can't block. Sure enough. That also prevents him from sacking his guy, because I'd rather him not draw a card. So we're going to Kodama's Reach just to thin here. And I get a Dryad Arbor just to have not only another creature on board for Gaea's Cradle, but also gives me, if I do in fact draw Skull Clamp, I can destroy that. Attacking. That's not a good sign. Guess I'm taking it. Down to 23 already on a 3-turn clock. What are you playing? Totem Guide Heart Beast. Not a card you see very often, but I suppose in his deck it's pretty good. What's he going to go get? He gets Recumbent Bliss. Alright, well, fortunately the Omnath mana battery works just fine under Recumbent Bliss, but that removes my lethal clock, and obviously I can't race the damage this thing is dealing, so we are in deep, deep trouble with only one land. Come on, deck. Alright, sack at the end of the turn. Let's get lucky. Thinning for more force. And the draw yields... sort of Feast and Famine. Could be worse, I suppose. That is not really what we need. Oh, Vorinclex. Well, that's interesting. Got plenty of mana floating here, so we can just throw Vorinclex down. I'm going to play the sword. So it's a matter of what I want to sword here. He can actually take another hit from Omnath without dying. So there's no reason to put the sword on Omnath, since he's going to be chump blocking that. I'll just throw it on that guy instead. I'm hoping actually he blocks Omnath with the Totem Guide guy. Because my idea here actually is that if I can, even with his 8 lifelink, if I can threaten enough damage, I really want him to just lose the beast. And interestingly enough, I assumed he was going to block Omnath, but he doesn't. He blocks here. So, down 17. But the beast lives. At least I get to keep him tapped. My hand is a whole lot of nothing. That's definitely what happens with the Omnath deck sometimes. Oh, what's he playing now? Chosen by Heliod. Enters battlefield, draw card, and +2. So this gives this guy 3 more toughness and another point of power, taking it up to 9/11. Ridiculous. And he draws a card. He's tapping out, and there's Recumbent Bliss on my guy. Alright, well, Vorinclex will at least slow him down a little bit. Here comes the Hoplite again. I'm still in the 3-turn clock at least. It hasn't gone lethal yet. Alright, well, we need to draw something amazing right now, because I can't attack, and he gains a life. Primus. Pretty goddamn good right now. So let's float a ton of mana. Woodfall. Coming down on the Recumbent Bliss. Surprise! Very large creatures coming for you right now. And obviously this turn he has to chump block. Unfortunately I have no way to give Omnath Trample, but this is a ton of damage getting through, and I get to untap with the sword and make him discard, and he's tapped out next turn. So I smash him for tons, 10, hit him for 17, and a discard. Alright, it's going to be the world's biggest Omnath. And because he's tapped out, he cannot attack now, which is amazing. So I get another turn. Million mana floating. Omnath is up to 33. Come on, deck. Deliver. Forest. Well, send in the squad. It's the advantage of a 33 Omnath. Has to be blocked. We are hitting for, let's see here, 15, 16, 17, 18, 23 damage, and he's at 21. Bam. Interestingly enough, he actually survives the hit. I guess because he gains the life at the same time. I didn't think it worked that way. I thought you just died before you got the life back, but I guess not. I don't really know why. I thought the damage stacked and that you died before you healed back to full. But, I don't know, whatever. Tap on my land. 50 mana. He's tapping lands. What's he gonna do? Unquestioned authority. Okay. More pro creatures. He's tapped down to 4 land, and that guy's 10-12. Not lethal. Come on, don't play like some embrace on him or something that makes him 4 power more. Crossing the fingers, he plays a land. Good game. He says that first, and I said, you too, am I dead? And then he just scoops it up. Crazy game. Crazy, crazy game to beat this giant lifelink guy with damage, actually. Biggest Omnath I've seen in a long time. Pretty fantastic game. I'm not sure how he survived the last attack step, but maybe I'm sure someone will post a comment about why that is. I'm not up to date on the damage stacking rules with lifelink, as it doesn't come up very often. But hope you enjoyed that game. Plenty more to come. I've got 5 more games to record. See you soon.